Well, hello, and welcome to another calendar review of LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed. I am Paul Ripley, coming to you a little bit late with this calendar. Though, to be fair, I didn't actually really get it early. I think I got it like 4 a.m. my time on September the 1st, so like, we didn't have any time to make a video on it, at least before it like went public anyways. So, and I was kind of a little bit putting this off, so I was on maybe fully skip it. I thought I might at least do one to have like a video with my thoughts on this calendar. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent one. It's kind of sad that it has like 3 events that I kind of want on it, all for different reasons, of course. Nice maybe to have one that's a little bit less interested in to kind of save up more so during. But overall, it's a pretty solid one. Actually one of the few months where we're actually going to have like 3 events run and not be like they last a week long. I mean, at least I don't think any of these, I don't think any of these just last that short, looking at them. I hadn't really paid attention to the dates and all of them, but just cause how this month is a little bit maybe longer than some other ones, and where some of the stuff starts, we're able to get a couple more things in. Technically, I mean, like Mind Games just barely makes it to September. Which is going to kind of affect next month's calendar. Might be a little bit weaker depending on how long those events run. Expect maybe 2 at least new events that month, but it could also always be just one long event running next month. So next month's calendar might be kind of lame with Mind Games going into, so we already kind of knew. Also, we already kind of knew Malicious Malice was going to run, cause like we got to see it like 2 days I think before the beginning of September on like the upcoming events, so we already kind of knew it was coming. But overall, this was pretty good. Malicious Malice is a pretty good event. I would probably rank that as the best one for a new player. The figs aren't the most in game, but they're enough kind of late, middle, early in game, and they're a little bit easier to get to, or much easier to get than the other in-game figs. So I would definitely say maybe invest into those. That might give you a good little boost early on, that you can actually get Scully and Grimhelmer with like no node locks. If I remember correctly, maybe it might be spooky, but I want to say no node locks at all. So I would really recommend that one for some new players. Besides that, Malak is really good. All the figs, in my opinion, are pretty decent. Not like the in-game stuff, like some of these more recent things, but I think a really solid event overall. Honestly, surprised to see it. I thought we might be saving that more for a Halloween sort of update coming on. But apparently we aren't. We might be getting some of that. More on that later, though. But we're in that now. Hey, got Malak to 5 stars, or at least I will whenever the actual money bags comes around for me to finish him off. But so far, pretty good. Liking it a lot. Tyranny of Justice is a solid brick pace. I'll say solid. I guess it's kind of trash, honestly, how many unique things are in there. But the new stuff, I decently like. I'm happy that we are getting it again. Hopefully be able to get a Neo this time myself in there. It's probably not as good right now since Ernest and Nonsuch, their combo isn't working as good as it previously did due to some bugs or fixes or whatever. Because I think, to be fair, Nonsuch's passive before was bugged, so it wasn't working right then, but at least it's working better than it is now, more beneficial. So overall, they're not as good, but hey, it's another chance to maybe get some of that new stuff, which might be a good option to use against some of the new collectibles. This classic space isn't doing as good as it used to. Another in-game sort of viable team there. Date with Destiny, hey, it's a rerun of the Master event. You either can do it, you can't do it. Nothing too big to me. And then Mind Games work on getting, City of Sticks, Masako, and Cole. Getting some Cole logins right now. Getting Cole, the tournament rewards. All that stuff's pretty nice. I honestly am going to be farming some stuff myself from this. I'm going to try to get a lot of Masako this run myself. Honestly, lots of stuff on here for me to do. Like, I want to get Malak to 5, which I was able to do that easy. I don't think I need 5 tiles, so beating his node let me do that. I'm working on getting a couple of them up a little bit higher. I'm not going to spend too much myself. Tyranny of Justice going to work on trying to unlock a Neo. I think I actually looked it up the other day and have like 24, 23 tiles already for him. That should definitely be doable because I believe I should have everything now to be able to actually do that node. And I think Earnest is like 15 tiles away from 6 stars, and Nonsuch is like 50 tiles away. We'll work on those as well. We should be able to actually get a Neo, so that would be really nice. And the Mind Games event will work on actually unlocking Masako, which I think would be really nice there. I'm like 49 tiles of the 115. A couple of time quests giving her away. Going in on buying her currency. Buying her with currency. And maybe also spending some of my gems on some bags as well. I think I can do it. So overall for me, this is a pretty nice calendar. Not the best one out there. I mean, I think these all apply to maybe some different people for some different reasons. But I feel like with these three, there's at least something here for everybody. Unless you're just skipping entirely for collectibles, I don't think that will be the smartest idea going forward as we get more new stuff. Also, some of these other teams that might not have been too great. I mean, they still, I think, all beat Classic Space. Maybe not the Ninjago. Those I don't think did too good, but like some of the stuff, well, I guess also, sadly, Spooky Army. But Spooky Army has some uses with some other teams as well. But like as we go forward, I think some of these other teams that want like good because they just blew Classic Space out of the water and were able to be beaten by Classic Space will find some use with being able to beat the collectibles teams better. So I just want to throw that out there. So I think there's some reasons to go for some of these. We might be reaching the point where there might be a little bit more variety in teams because different teams can beat other teams. So while collectibles might be a really good counter to Classic Space, where it's hard to beat them with that, what if you threw on the new Pirates? I've heard people say the newest Ninjago characters could beat the new collectibles. So some stuff like that might be really good to look into. Also, I don't think that we're going to be getting any new stuff this month. I mean, I guess they could be updating Mind Games, though it feels like they've been updated recently enough that I would be really shocked. But we did get a new season of Ninjago, so I guess they could be doing some tie-in there. But I would be honestly kind of surprised myself. I see it as either the first event, not counting Mind Games, of next calendar is updated, or the second one, depending on when they fall, because that second one, depending on when the first one ends, could be around like the 28th, 31st. I mean, very Halloween-y. So we could be seeing an update for another event, adding in some more Halloween figs. Maybe a new event. I think it's kind of unlikely. I mean, Malicious Malice was already kind of a Halloween event. Would be weird to see it get reran already then, but they could run it again to add in some more stuff. Personally, I feel like we're going to be getting some new stuff then. This would give us a nice, like, not booster month, but kind of just like a month off of not getting anything new, so you can maybe work on some more stuff for a Halloween update. Could be more spooky videos, but it's probably going to be spooky, let's be honest. But it could be spooky that's not castle, some spooky collectibles, or maybe even something like it's like costume trick-or-treaters or something like that. I believe there are some collectibles that were trick-or-treaters. I could see that being something. I mean, I guess they even do that in Collectibles Journey, but I felt like most people won't be able to reach that yet without having Mr. Gold at 5 stars and everything else from there unlocked. So I just want to throw that out there. So, like, even though I think these are pretty good, it could even be worth it to save up until next month. If you're into chasing new stuff, I feel like it's very likely around Halloween time we will see new things get added into the game. So if you want to chase the newest stuff, but let's face it, most new stuff is kind of stronger than the last stuff, or at least allows other things to be able to be used, you will probably want to do that instead of going for these things, though saying that too, Tyranny of Justice does have some more recent new things, though also Mind Games has some stuff that might become more useful as other teams take over as well. So with all that said, this is Phil Ripley signing off. We've had a wonderful day, and I hope this little calendar review has been interesting, even though it's a little bit late. Hopefully next time we get a little bit sooner, so I go ahead and make a video on it then, or at least make it soon afterwards, because I was, like I said, was originally going to skip it, but I wanted to go ahead and have like a period to talk about some of these events as they're coming up. So until next time, bye bye.